what I'm saying? So don't get so hyped in your praise that you throw out the God of your salvation. And Judah says, I don't need you, Joseph. I'm going to start my own ministry. But without the one that had to. And they thought that if they sold Joseph, they would sell the dream with Joseph and the dream would go away. So they sold him, expedited. Joseph is sold to the Midianites or the Ishmaelites. Somebody say Ishmaelites. But isn't it interesting that the people that picked up Joseph was also people that were sent away? You remember Ishmael was the surrogate son or the son to Moses. You remember that? And when he got sick of Hagar, I think that was his mother's name, it says, I got to send Ishmael and his mama away because that wasn't the right way. It was supposed to be through Isaac. But God's got a purpose for everybody. Even when your own people sell you out, God will use you to go pick up other sellouts. He'll usually go pick up other people that other people don't want. And so when they sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites go sell Joseph to Potiphar. Joseph get in Potiphar's house. Now, mind you, his dream is still with him. Even if he was thrown in a pit, even if he was depressed, even if he was molested, even if he had been through divorce, even though he had an abortion, even though he had been, wherever he went, the dream. Even if he was held back a grave. Even if he did have a record. The dream did not die. The dream went with Joseph. And so his interpretation is, I still got the dream. No matter where I am, no matter what family I'm born in, no matter how many haters in my family, no matter what I go through, I'm still marked by God. Joseph gets sold, and when he gets sold, he serves the Potiphar's armed guards for a while, and then Potiphar put him in charge of some things, and then one day, somebody say one day. Young men, you got to watch out for it. It's the truth of the matter is you always going to have that one day. Potiphar's wife looked at Joseph. He had to be a cold brother, so she was like, oh my God, he is fine. And so she walked up to him with those apple-bottom jeans, boots with the fur. She had the whole club looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, so they got, hey, now listen. What happened was, she stepped to him so cold. She was everything. Bang, boom, bam. Type of sister make you want to leave the one you with, start a new relationship. She walked up on him. Charles, I'll take you to the candy shop. We ain't gonna say no more about that one. And Joseph said, never your mind. And he left his coat and boogie. You know, it's a shame when dudes lie on themselves about being with a girl.
Yes, sir.
But it's trifling when a girl lies about being with a dude. She felt rejected, so she called him gay. Because he didn't want it. So she put a label on, you must be gay or something. But when her husband got home, because she thought Joseph was going to tell on her, she told on him, but she lied and said, while you were gone, Joseph tried to get busy with me, and Potiphar didn't believe her. Ask me how I know. Because he threw Joseph in jail. He didn't kill him. That's right. Because if you're trying to get at mine, and I believe you're trying to get at mine, I don't care if I'm mad at mine, if you're trying to get at her before the time. We gonna throw some things in. So she lies. Potiphar doesn't believe her, but he has to do something. So he throws Joseph in jail. But while Joseph is in jail, somebody say stronger. me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I need you right now. Stop. By the time we get to the end of this, we're going to be bopping, all right? We might be crying, but we're going to be bopping. Watch. We're going to be like, stronger. All right. Joseph is sold out, and then he gets thrown into the pit. When he's thrown into the pit, he got sold to Potiphar. He goes to serve Potiphar. Once he gets sold out, and Potiphar's wife lies on him, he gets thrown into prison. And while he's in prison, he meets the butcher and the butler. He meets the baker and the butler. But while they're in the jail, he meets the baker and the butler, and they both have a dream. And when they have the dream, Joseph interprets the dream. But he's in there with two people that are actually guilty of a crime. He's with two people that actually committed a crime. But he himself is not guilty of anything. Jesus is on the cross, and sinner on this side is guilty, and sinner on that side is guilty, and he's not guilty of anything. But while he's in there, they get the dream. When they have the dream, they tell Joseph the dream, and Joseph interprets the dream. He tells the, I think it was the baker, the baker, the dream was something crazy, and he said, but 3 days from now, you gonna get your head taken off. That's what you're dreaming. But to the to the butler, he says 3 days from now, you'll be restored to your rightful place. And when you go back to your rightful place, make mention of me. You remember the two on the cross? One died. The other one said, when you get where you're going, I ain't worthy to even go with you. Just think about me. And Jesus said, today you'll be with me in paradise. Because 3 days later, the book is bad. The book is bad. So the butler, the butler get his head taken off, but the baker, he goes into the house, but he forgets him. He forgets about Joseph. And later Potiphar has the dream, and when Potiphar has his dream, he has this dream, and he finds 7 big old healthy fat calf and 7 skinny anorexic calf, and he's looking at the skinny calf and the big calf, and he's trying to figure out what this means, and then the 7 little bitty anorexic, bulimic, bony, skinny calf eat up the fat calf. So Potiphar's like, what all that mean? So he called D.L Warwick and all the Psychic Channel Network people and friends. The book says he called his musicians of musicians. He called the horoscope and said, what my horoscope read today? I'm a Capricorn. And so he calls them, but they cannot discern and interpret his dreams. So the baker finally, not baker, but the butler remembered that Joseph is a guy that can determine dreams. And I think the book says, and they sent for Joseph. Before they got him, they cleaned him up, shaved him, and he went before Potiphar, and he said, Potiphar, listen up, because this is what the smellio is on the dealio. What is really happening is there's going to be 7 years of great harvest, or plenteous. And then there's going to be 7 years of famine. And the 7 years of famine are going to be so cold that it'll eat up life for the next 7 years. What you need to do is divide your region up into 5. Somebody say 5. 5 sectors would represent the 5-fold ministry that's needed in the church. Some prophets, some apostles, some pastors, some teachers, and evangelists for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ, till we all come together in the unity of the faith. So what he was doing is, you need some giftings in order to make the church whole when there's a time of famine. And Potiphar was like, dude, you're so cold with your intellect and with your visionary and your spirituality. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what you told me to do, but I'm going to put you in charge. And he rose with all power in his hand. Somebody say stronger. So what happened was, when the famine actually hit, Joseph was in charge, but Joseph learned another language.